Hey there, welcome back. Today we are going to dive into interesting topics that are colors, background colors, link and their colors, hover on links, and contrast colors. Also, we will learn gradient colors. Let's do it. First of all, we have to know the predefined colors in Bootstrap. For that, we have to go to Colors under Utilities section. Here, you will find the predefined colors of Bootstrap. So we have text primary, text secondary, success, danger, warning, info, and so many other colors that we can try. So let's try it out. I have a heading here that is saying hello there of waving hand. Once I save it, now you can see it clearly. Now let me change its color. For that I am going to give it a class that is going to be text dash danger and save it. Now you can see the red color of the text that is coming from here. You can specify other colors of the text like primary and save it. We can have other colors. Now as you can see the colors, this is the primary, then danger, then success, secondary color, and warning color, info color, and also the dark version. So these are the predefined colors that we have in Bootstrap. We also have the darker version of these colors by adding dash emphasis in front of these text color classes. You can see the darker version of primary, then darker version of danger, then darker version of success. We also have background colors. You already learned these colors. You just have to change the BG instead of text. BG stands for background. Now as you can see, it converts to background color. We also have the lighter version for these colors that is known as subtle colors. Just add the subtle. You can do that with other colors as well. So it will actually going to make the background color more muted. We also have the gradients for backgrounds as well. For that, just add bg dash gradient and save it. So you can see the darker version of primary and the lighter version. If you want to see it more clearly, I'm going to give it inline style here, that is height set to 50 and save it. If I change some color, other color here like darker version and save it, now you can see the text. Here is the light version of the dark background and the darker version of the dark background. So it is blending these two colors. If you want to get the contrast of these colors, you can do that by adding another class that is text dash white and save it. So you can see the contrast colors, but you can do this by just adding one class only, and that is text dash bg dash dark and save it. So it will actually do the same. We can do this with other classes as well. Just add text. So you can see it will actually create contrasting color automatically because it's using contrast color combination function of sass. You can get these classes from helper. Here you will find. And if you want to know more about gradients and background, you can go here under utilities. If you want to change the background color opacity, you can do that as well by giving it a style and changing its opacity variable value, that is bg dash opacity. Let me set it to 0.5 and save it. You can see the danger is now 50% opacity. If you want to learn this, you can go here. It is telling us the way we can add opacity to it. We have another class that will actually give the opacity, that is bg dash opacity. So it will add the lighter version. Now we also have links. Let me show you. If I have a link here, with some dummy text in it and save it. You can see a link. Let me give it a class text dash danger and save it. You can see its color is now different. If I hover on it, nothing happens. But if I give it a class of link dash danger, now if I hover in it, you can see the darker version and it will have a focus state. Now it is in focus mode. So this is the power of link classes. We can also style the underline of these links by giving it link dash underline dash opacity and set it to 0. Once you save it, the opacity is now 0. Then I'm going to copy it and duplicate it. Here I'm going to give it something like 50 on hover and save it. Now once I hover on it, you can see the underline link. If you want to know more about this, you can go to Bootstrap documentation. Under helpers, you will find colored links. You will find this hover effects. There is another way. If you want to change the opacity level of a link on hover, you can do that as well. Let me show you how. Let's suppose my link opacity is something like 75. If I save it, you can see my link opacity is now 75. I want to change it on hover. So I'm going to give it again this class and change it to something like 100 on hover and save it. Now once I hover on it, you can see the link color or the opacity is actually changing to 100 on hover. That's pretty good. You can play around with these classes. That wraps up our lecture for today. To solidify your understanding, I encourage you to engage in hands-on practice and delve into recommended documentation sections that I just showed you. There is background color and colored links, and colors and background. You can go through from the documentation. By doing so, you will fortify concepts we have covered, making your grasp of coding principle more robust and enhancing your overall comprehension. Happy coding and see you in the next session.